Good morning, Thomas Nelson Generals and Thomas Nelson families. We are so excited to welcome you back to school Tuesday, August 25th for the start of the 2020-2021 school year. The very first week of classes will be focused on caretaking, so you all will get to meet each and every one of your leaders in a virtual meet and greet. This will be a time for the leaders to get to learn about their students, the students to learn about each other, and the gifts of their leaders. We're also going to have grade level caretaking sessions. This will be a time where the leadership team of Thomas Nelson High School will get to meet with each grade level and talk about the importance of future story success and this learn and grow mentality for the coming school year. Care and Connect will kick off each and every single day, and then you will have time at the end of the day to work through any content that is given that very first day for each of your teachers. Many of you have asked about a school supply list. While we're in this 100% virtual ecosystem, the only supply that we're asking students and families to have is a Chromebook. Now, individual teachers may reach out about individual items, especially for the arts and maybe some agriculture and science programs as well. But the only thing we're asking for of families at this current time is to have an accessible Chromebook. When we return to classes, we'll be sure to include a list of any other supplies that students may need when we come back to Thomas Nelson High School in person. For our Thomas Nelson students and families that are part of the engineering collaboration or the health science collaboration at Thomas Nelson High School and Nelson County High School, we'll have additional communication about what your schedule looks like, any supplies you might need for that, and communication structures built in at both virtual high schools. So please stay tuned if you're a student or family member in one of those engineering or health science collaborations.
The past 2 weeks, we've invited our families in to take part of community tables. So this is our way of bridging communication and setting intentional time and space between families and schools as we approach virtual learning next week. During our first round of community tables, we really dug into what gifts your students have, how we can support your student over the next 6 weeks, and our virtual commitments of our students during the next 6 weeks of virtual learning. We want our students to have the best experience possible, which includes daily Care and Connect. It also includes our students being present in our virtual instruction. Our students are going to have an opportunity not only for direct instruction, but to collaborate with their peers as they approach these cross-curricular projects that we call UFO experiences. So our community tables will take place every 3 weeks. Our first ones just took place, so you should be looking forward to getting more communication in the upcoming week about when your next appointment will be to meet with our leaders, whether it be in person, on Google Meet, or over the phone. Some of you may be wondering, well, what if I have a question before my community table? You can reach out to our leaders via phone, you can call the school, leave a message, but also on our Google site, there's an opportunity for you to fill out a Google form and schedule an appointment. These appointments can be used if you have a concern, but also students, if you have a question for your teacher and you need to schedule one-on-one Google Meet time to work through a solution, you can do that via the appointment or Google form on the leader site. We want to support our students, whatever it takes over the next 6 weeks to make sure our students have the best experience possible.
Chromebooks and technology are essential to the experience of our Thomas Nelson Generals this year. Please make sure that if you have any Chromebook issues, that you contact the school, 502-349-4650, and we will be sure to get that new technology and Chromebooks into your hands or get any issue you have resolved. It's very important that you communicate that with us. If you are a freshman and you have not received your Chromebook yet, it's very important that you come in and get your Chromebook. You get a brand new one issued to you, and we need you to do that immediately if you have not done that already.
Throughout this school year, your student will participate on a UFO team. Here at Thomas Nelson, UFO stands for Unicorn Flight Opportunity. And symbolically, the unicorn represents disrupting the status quo. When we think about our essential questions throughout the district of what does it mean to be a community and what is the purpose of school, these UFO teams were created with those questions in mind. And we continue to think about what are we asking our students to do and making sure that that work is relevant to what they're going to see out in the real world. So you may have noticed on our Generals League Google site, when you looked at our schedule, you may have noticed that a block of time from 9:30 to 12 says UFO small group rotation. That's what these are. So to break it down, if I am a freshman, sophomore, or junior student, with the exception of the health science and engineering collaboration, I will participate on a UFO team. And these UFO teams are grade level teams, and they're also cross-curricular. So if I'm a sophomore, I'll be collaborating with other sophomores here at Thomas Nelson, and I'll also receive my 4 core content classes within this same space. So for instance, the math lead, science lead, social studies lead, and English lead are collaborating together inside this block of time. And these group of teachers are creating these quarterly UFO projects that your students will engage in. So they're going to take the skills from those independent classes, put those together to then build a larger project that is relevant, real world, and connected to our community. These collaborations will start week 2, August 31st.
Your leaders at Thomas Nelson High School can't wait to see you on the 25th.
Take care of yourself.
Each other.
This place.
Go Generals.